Welcome back. In today's video, I wish to entertain the idea of going back to a gold standard, to a sound money system. Many people, including myself, make the point that we need to have sound money, or in other words, we need currency that is backed by real money. Now, if you haven't watched my latest video, money I define as anything which is available for immediate consumption. Any food is a type of money. Gasoline is a type of money. Metals are a type of money. Cigarettes is a good example because it can be either currency or money. If you are a smoker, then cigarettes are money. You can always smoke your cigarettes if no one else is willing to exchange value with you. However, if you're a non-smoker, you're dependent on a third party to be willing to exchange something of value for you. So anything that is available for immediate consumption is money. Currency, on the other hand, can be created out of thin air. And currency is a promise by a third party, someone who promises to do something for you in the future, and you're dependent on that party or parties in order for the currency you have to be converted into something which is available for immediate consumption. Having said that, no politician, no elite wish to go back to a sound money system. Sound money puts limit on politicians and central planner for the simple fact that if they wish to go and proceed a certain project, or if they wish to go to war, they would need the tools and the stuff that other people own. And for that, they would need to approach these people and convince them to give them whatever it is needed for the war, tools, time, food, and so on. Now, central banks were created in order to fund wars and other projects that central planners wish to commence without the need to convince other people or the citizens that it is a good cause, and therefore people would be willing freely to give up whatever resources they have towards whatever project that central planner is planning. Sound money means that those who own money, those who own resources, are in control. The fiat system, a currency that is backed by nothing, is simply a way for politicians to go ahead and do whatever it is that they wish, and having the population suffer the consequences. It's simple as that. So if we end up in a war in which there is a clear winner, then that body would not choose a sound money system. It would most certainly go for CBDCs, which is a fiat system which is fully controlled. That gives central planners and politicians the ultimate power, and they become godlike. However, if you have a situation in which you have different nations without a clear winner, some nation, let's make up the BRIC nations for example, may choose to go with a sound money system in order to provide competition for the current fiat system in which the United States holds the reserve currency. Thinking that if you have a sound money system, people would choose that over a currency which is backed by nothing other than promises. So the conclusion is that it is possible, however not likely, that we would go back to a sound money system if we have a multipolar world, a world where politicians compete between themselves, such that the politicians on the BRICS nations, for example, would choose to impose limit upon themselves in order to enrich their societies, in order to attract capital. This is a good time to make the point that this is why the Federal Reserve and all the central power is doing us harm, because there is no small group of people that can make these decisions for the entire population and make it so that it works for everyone. People have different common sense, people have different moralities, people have different wants and needs, and they can only be expressed in a sound money system in which people own the money, in which people interact freely and exchange value for value. It echoes the sentence that was attributed to Nathan Rothschild, where he says supposedly that if you let me create currency, I care not who makes the law. Because if you are the person that decides who gets credit and who doesn't, you are godlike no matter what the law is. That is exactly why we must have a sound money system. We must put limit on politicians and central planners in the simple sense that every time they wish to pursue a certain project, they would need to go into the real market and convince people to give up whatever resources they have in order to pursue their goals. And the fiat system simply allows them to do that without convincing, simply by printing pieces of paper and buying whatever they want in the market. They need people to save in fiat currency to have belief that these pieces of paper would always be convertible into something tangible, which is available for immediate consumption. So that's what I have here for you today. Till next time.